My name is Gracie and I am a keeper here in the Children's Zoo. My favorite animal to work with by far are the goats. They are my favorite animals here in the Children's Zoo and throughout the whole zoo. I started out my career in Children's Zoo working in here with these guys, so they are my favorite, and by far my most favorite is Sheamus, the West African pygmy goat. He was my very first training animal that I got when I first started working here, and we are absolute best friends and teammates. He was very hot-headed and stubborn when I first started working with him, and since then he has actually graduated from being a contact area goat to actually being an ambassador out with the guests. So he actually does performances on the stage. He will walk around the Children's Zoo on a leash, and it has been one of the most rewarding part of my jobs to see him grow up and to be this gentle, engaged ambassador that I always knew that he could be. Some of the challenges that I face as a zookeeper, I gotta say the biggest challenge is it is very physically demanding. A lot of people who go into this field think that they're just going to be playing with cute animals all day, and believe me, that is a part of my job that I enjoy, but also it is very physically demanding. We do a lot of work. We are working really hard from the time we clock in to the time we clock out. The reason I wanted to be a zookeeper is I feel very lucky in that I always knew what I wanted to do as I was growing up. Everything that I read, everything that I watched on TV, I was not interested unless it had to do with animals. And one thing that I really realized about myself is I wanted to work with animals in a very personal, close way. That could not describe zookeeping any better. We are very close with the animals that we work with here, and that combined with my passion for wildlife and conservation, it was just a perfect combination. So zookeeping basically checks all of the boxes, and it's a really great field to go into. Some hobbies outside of work. When I'm not doing animals here, I am going and doing animal stuff in my personal life as well. My side hustle when I get off of work is walking dogs. Dogs are a really big part of my life. They always have been, so it's not something that I wanted to give up whenever I started my zookeeping career. So I walk dogs, and I also really enjoy birding in my free time as well. In terms of animal tattoos, I do have 2 of them. So like I said before, my favorite types of animals are dogs and dog-like mammals. So this is an African painted dog, and on the other leg I have a spotted hyena. These are my 2 favorite species ever, and they are at the top of my bucket list in terms of species that I would like to work with.